Now, when we talk about relationships and support, it's because society has created certain laws or rules by which it expects women to live. And sometimes these rules are faith-based rules. And so when a woman dares to break one or more of those rules, the same society says, away. It takes two things to make a strong woman. One, a strong foundation in the woman that made you woman. Two, a strong ability to be who you are. The woman that makes the decision that led you to your point today. Each one of us is the architect of her own destiny. So every decision that you've made has led you here, Nneka. The same thing with me.
Yeah.
And so when I make a decision, I try to weigh the different sides of it. If leaving this marriage will mean that I will be ostracized, and I cannot bear being ostracized, it means I need to sit in that marriage.
Oh no, perhaps I didn't explain. There was violence and abuse.
Hold on.
Okay.
So if that marriage is so bad that I would look at the people who want to ostracize me and say to them, you do not understand what I'm going through, then I would walk my road with my head held high and not mind who says hello and who does not.
Yeah.
If you go to a place of worship, and it means not just the Christian or the Muslim side of things, but wherever your faith is, wherever you sit, if you go to your place of worship and you cannot find succor there as a human being, then perhaps you need to reevaluate your faith.
Exactly.
Because in each faith that I know, the people that the faith has been modeled after are kind, compassionate people.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ fed many people. He never condemned anyone. Even the woman who was found in adultery, he says, whoever has no sin, cast the first stone.
Yeah.
In the same way, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam encouraged men of Islam to gather widows and single women so that they would have someone to look out for them and look after them.
Yeah.
There are rules for divorce in every faith. And for the faith that does not allow it, there are reasons for defending your own life. I encourage women to be strong enough to have these discussions, not only in groups like this, what we're doing today, Nneka, but also in our families, with our siblings, with our parents. I don't believe that any parent wants their child to be killed in the name of marriage. And so if she's in an abusive relationship, she needs to come out of it. It's hard to tell people sometimes, especially the African family.
Some parents are because of the calamity. A lot of parents are like, you can't come home, you have to go back and stick it out.
In certain cultures, it is that way.
And sometimes it ends badly.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is done that way because, as a community, we believe in the sanctity of matrimony. We believe that marriage is ordained divinely. And so when people choose to be with one another, they choose to stay with one another. However, the reality is not everyone is eternally compatible. And so when a union gets to a point where it is life-threatening, we as a community of faith, as well as of business, needs to step forward without prejudice and give that person a welcome. I know businesses that help sheltered women. I know corporations that help single mothers. In fact, today, I was with I Choose Life Africa on a Facebook Live discussion talking about sexual health, reproductive health, and life after an event has happened that is unpleasant. So no matter what a woman is facing, I encourage her to stand up, be the woman that she was raised to be, that she was meant to be. Face these battles. The way your mother said to you, go back out there and go face that battle. It's what we each need to do. Yeah. Even with business, we face these things. Sometimes your co-founder decides to leave. It's a divorce.
A divorce of sorts, yes.
Exactly. Yeah. And so you have to get over it. Loss of trust, the fact that the dreams that you have built together they're not going to happen anymore.
Yeah.
We all go through these things emotionally, but we rise above them. And it's our job collectively as women to help one another rise above them without prejudice. I always say, there, but for the grace of God, go I. It could be me. It could be you. So the fact that it's someone else going through it today doesn't mean that we've reached where we are by being perfect. We all should support one another, no matter what the situation is. If your sister needs a listening ear, please give it. And give it without prejudice and without,
Yeah.
without broadcast.
That's so important. It's a very important message.